Big hug. My name is Nikki and welcome to the High Vibe Unicorn Tribe. On this channel, we talk about different healing modalities from around the world, spirituality, and anything that is going to increase our light and love. So let's get into the first episode. So I'm super blessed and super excited because it has been my dream for quite some time to start a YouTube channel, and I'm finally doing it. So I'm super excited. My vision for this channel is to really enrich people's lives and really help them heal. Some of these modalities that I've learned have really transformed and changed my life, and I hope that they can transform and change your life as well. I am looking to build a beautiful community of love and life support, and just so we can help each other move through life, because life is such a journey and it's so much better when we work together and when we have a community. It just makes it so much more wonderful. So let's get into the first episode. So today's episode is going to be about 3 things to let go of to live your best life. These are some of the techniques that I've learned and used over the last couple of months that have really helped to transform my life entirely. So the first thing is to let go of what people think of you. I know for a really long time I have always said, like, I don't really care what people think. I don't really care what people think of me. But the truth is that I did. And for a while, I let them have the pen to writing my life story. And over the last couple months, I've taken that pen back because I'm in control. I'm no longer going to worry about what people think. People are probably thinking that I'm already crazy because I've been posting that I'm a unicorn, which I've always felt like I'm a unicorn because, well, I am a unicorn. I was like, people are probably thinking I'm crazy. I've had my best friend be like, people think like something's really wrong. Like, are you okay? But the thing is that I feel the happiest and the best that I've ever felt in my whole entire life. People are always going to have something to say, whether you're having the best day of your life or the worst day of your life. Like whether you're losing your job, you're doing drugs, you're doing this, you're self-medicating, you're self-sabotaging, or you're literally living your best life and living out your dreams. Like me being on YouTube. I'm sure that people are going to watch this just to make fun of me or say things, but honestly, that is entirely none of my business what you do. I was like, and honestly, let's remember that we're all mirrors. So if we're reflecting something in each other, why are you so upset, or why are you so annoyed that I'm being happy, you know? So let's take that into consideration as well. But honestly, I'm not living my life like that. For so many years, pretty much 30 years of my life, I've cared what people thought about me. I let what they say about me ruin me. Like, I've been bullied, and we'll go into that. I was like been called fat, and for years I believed that that was me. And now I just don't give a fuck, okay? Because we're letting that shit go, okay? This is what this episode is about. It's like letting that shit go so you can feel free and you can feel liberated and you can truly be yourself, okay? Be your authentic, beautiful self, because we're all such beautiful beings. And what people think about us is none of our business. It's none of my business what you think of me. If you love this channel, great. If you don't, it doesn't resonate with you, then great. I was like, but sometimes it can just be a little too much, like listening to what people say and really caring what you should do, what you shouldn't do, because sometimes people, they live small and they want to keep you in that box too, right? They don't like when people break outside the box. They don't like when people go after what their dreams are, because maybe they're scared to go out their dreams, because sometimes it's not the failure, or sometimes it's not about like being scared of failure. It's being scared of, you're so much light inside of you. There's so much, like, it's not like, oh, am I going to fail? Sometimes you're not scared of failing. You're scared of succeeding and being great and being wonderful. And some people, like I said, they want to keep you in the small little box, but that's not who you are anymore. And you're letting that shit go. Okay. And you're taking control of your life. All right. So yeah. So let's just take a couple deep breaths to let that shit go. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a nice inhale through our nose, hold it for a second, and go, ah. And what that does when you say ah is it actually opens up your heart chakra. And we want more love and light, don't we? That's why you subscribe to my channel. That's why you're here, right? That's why you're going to subscribe, right? Because you want that love and light. So let's take a couple of deep breaths. I'll do one to show you what I'm talking about. All right, now let's do 3 on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, feel better already. All right, so number 2. you want to let go of the story that you've been telling yourself. For pretty much my whole entire life, I've been telling myself that I'm fat and ugly, that I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not this, I'm not the third, I'm like, like all these stories that we tell ourselves, like you're an addict, you're this, nobody loves you, you're not worthy of love, all these terrible things, right? And for so long, that was me, just like, honestly, the negative self-talk, like always like thinking that I'm not good enough, and it's just so wearing on you, especially when you have people bully you and call you fat. And like I've even had like a friend call me fat, which is like, when somebody else calls you fat, it like stings, but when someone who's your friend calls you, like knife right through the heart. But I've since forgiven that person as all as well, because I needed to let that shit go. But it really is just so important to drop that story. Like I just got sick and tired, and I think sometimes we all feel this way. You get sick and tired of hearing yourself just say the same damn thing, like I'm fat and ugly, like I don't feel comfortable in my skin, da 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 da. Like it just gets like it's all a little too much, and you're just like, whoa, I can't be in this place. So I dropped the story that like I'm fat and ugly, and honestly, like it has really transformed my life walking around lately. Like I don't feel insecure, even when I used to be so insecure talking to guys, even if like I wasn't attracted to them, even if I just wanted to make friends with them, I would be like, oh my god, they definitely think I'm fat and ugly, like they totally think I'm fat and ugly, like they really do. And now I just walk with like such confidence, because I'm like, you know what, like you are such a beautiful being, and we all are such beautiful, perfect people. And like, yes, we have so much darkness, but we have so much light as well. So give yourself, give yourself a hug, give yourself some love, because if you're anything like me, for pretty much the majority of my life, the negative self-talk has literally ruined me. So drop that story that like maybe, you were a little weird back in the day, and somebody said you were weird. I've always been a little weird, but I'm okay with it. But maybe somebody, said that you were weird, and you just think that you're weird now, or somebody, something embarrassing happened to you, so you don't like to, talk in front of people because you're embarrassed of what they would say, or if they would laugh, or this, that, and the third. Just drop it. Let it go of who you are, and become and like who you're meant to be, and step into your light, right? Because we're letting that shit go. All right, so the third thing is to let go of your suppressed feelings. For so long, my way of coping was to eat. Whether I'd be happy, I was eating. When I was sad, I was eating. When I was mad, I was eating. And maybe you do certain things that's self-sabotaging. I'm sure we all do self-sabotaging things, like, I don't know, curse people out, I don't know, whatever you do, self-medicate, this, that, and the third with alcohol, drugs, or eat. Like that was definitely, eating was my thing. And for so long, when I was suppressing, I was suppressing pain and anxiety and this, that, and the third. And honestly, like sometimes what happens is like when you eat, like when I would eat, is you're just like suppressing it so far down, right? Like you're just like pushing all these emotions down because you don't want to feel them. You're like suppressing them down. But then when you really start like opening up and like letting go, like you just feel so much better. Like you just feel so much more at ease. You feel so much lighter, like, because like right now I've been like on a total health journey, so I'm not eating myself to death like I used to. So I'm not suppressing those emotions. I'm letting them come up. Like for instance, like there's this one song that reminded me of my ex-boyfriend, and every time I would hear it, I would just get like, oh my God, like I really love this song, but I would just think about him and I'm just like, ugh. So then I finally just let myself like feel every emotion that I felt about him and the situation, and I just like let go. So basically what I did is when the song was on, I literally just started like screaming, because sometimes you really honestly need to let it go. Like, and sometimes you really just need to be like, you just need to get aggressive and like let it go. I was like screaming. I was like, he never deserved me. He did me wrong. Da 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 da. Like, I can't believe he did this to me. And like, da 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 blah 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 blah. And I just felt all the emotions. I felt all the emotions and all the heartbreak, and I felt it. And guess what? It's okay, because I think we live in such a society where I used to pride myself on like never crying. I was like, oh my God, I never cry. Like, I'm not one of those girls. Like, other girls are like that, but like I don't cry. Like, my best friend has known me for years, and she's only seen me like cry like 5 times, and like some of those times where my grandparents passed away, I'm like, so like, not that girl. No, because what happens is you suppress that shit, and then you become so overwhelmed with it, and then you're losing your shit over stupid things. You're like, why am I losing my mind over something so basic? But it's because you just keep suppressing and suppressing and suppressing and suppressing, and that doesn't work. like I said, we live in a society where it's like, oh my God, don't do that. Don't act out. Don't do this. Like, don't do that. Don't, oh my God, okay, Leah, like he broke up with you and like you guys broke up, but he was a loser anyway. Like, why are you even sad? Feel your feelings. It's literally so important. You feel angry, because if you feel angry in that moment and you really let yourself feel those emotions, then you're not wondering a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or years later, why is all of this pain and anger and sadness still inside of me? Why do I feel this way? So it's really important to let that shit go. Alright guys, well that's going to be the end of the episode. So please press the like button, please subscribe, and let me know if any of that resonated with you, and please try to use these techniques and pass them on to other people so you can help others and you live your best life. Alright, lots of love, big hug, peace, and God bless, guys.